Okay, so this week I want to help you to spend time on the things that are going to really move the needle in your business. In all businesses, mine included, there are things that I spend time and energy on that are more important and less important. And I know for you, the same will be true. So I'm going to give you a little exercise. And what this exercise is going to do is help to shine a light on where you are investing time and energy on things that aren't supporting you. So if your number one goal right now is to sign clients, and I am certain that that is probably what your big goal is, to sign clients to make money, yeah? And so everything that you're doing that isn't focused on that goal could potentially be seen as less important, right? Now, I know that there are some things that we just have to do in business because if we don't do them, then they just don't get done. But there are also going to be things that you are investing time and energy on that you get to the end of a day or the end of a week and you reflect back and think, what was the point of that? Why did I do that? Why did I just spend 3 hours creating a carousel for 3 likes? Why did I do that? Yeah, there will be things that you are investing time and energy on that make you feel deflated, that make you feel frustrated, miserable even by the end of the week, because they haven't moved the needle on things like leads, inquiries, sales, cash in the bank. Okay, so the exercise I want to get you to do to help to shine a light on this is I want you to start by making a list of all the things, all the activities that you do in an average week that take up your time and your energy. It could be things that take not much time, but lots of energy, or it could be things that take loads of time and not a lot of energy, right? So just the same list, just put them all on one list. And then I want you to go down that list and I want you to score them for the impact that they make. So if they create big impact, yeah, in your business, give it a 10. If they create zero impact, give it a 0. And obviously if they're somewhere in the middle, give it a 5. And so, use that little scale to rate this list of tasks that you are feeling a little bit unsure whether they're that helpful, okay? So once you've then got numbers by the side of these tasks, you can then easily identify the things that are high impact and the things that are low impact. And then I want you to maybe put an estimation of how many minutes you spend on each of those things, focusing on the things that are low impact, yeah? And then I want you to add up those minutes, the low impact minutes, add them up and see how many minutes in an average week are you spending time and energy doing things that give you very low impact. And then comes the magic, because the next thing I want you to do is think about what could you be doing instead that would give you a bigger impact, okay? And to help you decide on what these bigger impact things could be, I'm going to tell you what always works for me. Now, this has worked for me since the day I started my business. So when I had like 200 followers on Instagram, and it's also still something that works for me now. And that is, if I need a cash injection, if I suddenly had a big tax bill come in, if I suddenly needed to invest in something, pay for something, and I didn't have the cash to be able to do it, and I needed to make some money real quick, the things that move the needle in my business have always been the same. I'm in my 10th year in business, and the needle movers have always been the same. There's 2 things. The first thing is getting my face on camera. And it doesn't even matter where, right? It could be face to camera in my Instagram stories. It could be recording a face to camera, putting it on Instagram. It could be that I put it on LinkedIn. It could be that I put it on Facebook. It could be I go and put it on TikTok, even though I'm not consistent on TikTok. Face to camera has always been a needle mover for me. And those of you that have been in my world for a while, you will know that my favorite face to camera is to do a live stream, because I love the rawness of it, the realness of it. And because when women reach out to work with me, and I'm talking, low ticket, mid ticket and high ticket offers, the number one thing they say is, I love your energy. Okay. And that energy cannot come through a caption. It has to come through the screen. So that's what they say. I love your energy. The reason I chose you to reach out to is because of your energy. The number two thing that they say is, I'm reaching out because I've just been through your whole profile and watched all your videos. So the first reason is, I love your energy. That's, why I chose to reach out to you. And the second thing is that they confess they've just watched all my videos. So in the whole 10 years of my business, if I need to move the needle in my business, I know that getting my face on camera and showing up, delivering a valuable training, a valuable teaching, I know that that is the number one way for me to generate new inquiries, new sales, new people to work with. Okay. So if you see me going live every day for a week, you know that my goal is to generate brand new people into my world. It might be that they buy that day. It might be they buy the day after. It might be that they don't buy for 3 months. My job and your job is not to control the time frame. Let your buyer control their own time frame, because if you try to push them, you could push them away, not nearer. Yeah. And so I know that showing up on video, on camera, is the number one thing for me. The number two thing for me is sending emails to my email list. Okay. Now you might be watching this thinking, yeah, but I haven't got an email list. Like, what do I need to do? Well, you just need to create a lead magnet, just something free, a free resource. It could be a PDF, could be a checklist, could be a private audio podcast. It could be a recorded training. It doesn't even have to be long, 15, 20 minutes, but it has to be valuable. It has to meet a need of your ideal client. And then all you do is just create a simple opt-in page, collect their email address, and then deliver them the free value in whatever format you've decided to do that in. And the more that you build those lead magnets, the more that your email list will build. And then you get to, leverage this thing that I'm sharing with you today, which is that the number two needle mover in my business is email. Okay. Video and email. So what I want you to do when you're looking down your list of tasks is look at where you're investing time. Let's just say, for argument's sake, that one of the things is you work out that on an average week, you're spending 5 hours in Canva. Now, if the posts that you're creating in Canva are not generating inquiries, then you could look at that and say, well, any more time that I spend in Canva is a total waste. How else could you spend that 5 hours? Well, you could be recording some videos. You could be doing a live stream. You could be reaching out to people for collaborations and partnerships where you get to go and be a guest on their podcast, in their membership, in their Facebook community. Yeah. And so those 5 hours, do you want to keep spending those 5 hours every single week, knowing that they're having a low impact? Or do you want to reallocate those 5 hours to something that would have a bigger impact? Okay. Now, if you want to know more about other needle moving activities, you can reach out to me on Instagram. And if you're thinking, okay, Rach is right, I'm spending all this time and energy on things that aren't helping me, I need to realign and reset myself so that business can start to flourish and grow, then I'm inviting you to join me inside Clarity, Clients and Cash. This is a 2-day strategic reset. It's me, you, and a small group of women, not loads, just a small group, where we're going to reset your strategy. I'm going to help you to get clear on what you sell, on how you sell it, on who you sell it to, on the price point and the positioning. And I'm going to help you with your messaging so that you activate your ideal buyer. Okay. So if this exercise has helped you to see that there's a lot of time and energy going down the drain, and actually you want to reallocate your time, re-energize your focus towards things that are going to really move the needle and generate clients and cash, then my Clarity, Clients and Cash reset, strategic reset, is going to be a great place for you to come. So it's happening on February the 24th and the 25th. And if you join now, you will get lifetime access to the replays, but you don't need me to tell you that the girls who get the best results are going to be the ones that join me live. Okay. So don't register if you can't make it. Register if you know you can commit the time. It's going to be 60 to 90 minutes on day one, 60 to 90 minutes on day 2. And I guarantee you will leave with total clarity about what you sell and how to sell it. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed this little exercise. Let me know in my Instagram DMs if you do it. Let me know what it highlights for you. And I'd love to know how you're going to reallocate your time. Thank you so much for being here. If you know somebody in business who needs to benefit from an episode like this or any other of our Becoming an Online Sales Queen podcast episodes, please do share it with them. And if you want to make sure that you get notified of all of our future episodes, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, tell all your friends, share it to your stories. Thank you so much for doing that. I will see you next week.